the ball wasn't up at his shoulder level getting ready to release it, but he was definitely getting prepared to shoot.
Yeah, I think if you're an official, you also want to look at the feet of the shooter, right?
Yeah. Important minutes.
Whether you're ready to shoot it or not.
Important minutes early here for Boucher. Bembry getting an early look with the way he played on Friday. And Fred VanVleet's shot doesn't go. Stanley Johnson on the floor as well.
Think about who's on the floor right now.
Game that he is more day-to-day than OG Anunoby. More than likely OG out at least a week.
And what Terrence Ross did there is something he can do to help himself. Put the ball on the floor and attack.
Boucher, the three. And that one rattles in and out, coming off of a down performance. Raptors by a dozen. T. Ross, don't let him get going. Stanley Johnson on him. Watanabe trying to track it down behind the back. And Bacon saves it. Dwayne Bacon. And there's Clark. 8-point game. Ross gives it up. Gordon launches. This is not a three-point shooting team.
You know, Gordon's an interesting player, Matt. A lot of expectation, right? Coming into the NBA. Tremendous athlete. But the question I have is, you know, who is Aaron Gordon? You know, who is Aaron Gordon? That's a big question. And I think the Orlando Magic in some ways are struggling with that because there's a lot of expectation, or has been. Well, and what's Nick Nurse been doing that he hasn't been doing a lot of the last couple of years?
Practice
on the court. Nice tip there by Gordon. Well, and what's Nick Nurse been doing that he hasn't been doing a lot of the last couple of years?
Practice
on the court. Nice tip there by Gordon.
That's a different category.
I completely agree.
Here's Gordon. And it doesn't go. Stanley Johnson with it. Bembry, shot clock at 5. Driving, kicking. Boucher. And that shot looks off. Continue that connection with Sick Kids.
Yeah, and I always have to add, Matt, Sick Kids saved my life when I was 11 years.
Leaner, Ennis.
Hey, Pascal, 8 of his 12 in the paint. Okay, and what is he doing? He's getting to the line.
Yeah.
So go to the bucket, you get calls.
Air ball.
And it's not just going to bucket.
Off of the bench, they're plus 12 in that category. So continuing that theme that Steve Clifford knew as Gordon turns around and drills it.
Kyle wanted that ball sooner from Pascal because he knew Fred was in the corner just waiting for his shot.
Good job by Baines, but the spin move by Vucevic and the help not there. So Gordon at the foul line.
Gordon's just shooting 60% from the free throw line, Matt. Not great numbers for a guy who should be able to get to the line frequently.
Yeah. I know my players are going to get to bed on time, right? And so they got to get up. And Pepe Sanchez, who was one of his great players that he had. But I think one of the things, as you know from covering Coach Chaney, that you sat and listened.